Hello everyone, Pontificator here. I told you earlier today that a broker was dumb enough to send me a threatening letter about back solicitation. I spent about an hour on it today, which is more than I should have spent on it. But I can tell you right now, they are going to regret that threat. And I'll probably be posting a follow-up video. I drafted a letter to them. First thing I did was I pulled up all the loads that we've hauled in and around the customer that was the subject of this, and I think I mentioned them anyway. They were AK Steel before, and I gave them, I think, 10 different brokers that we had hauled that freight for since them and before them. So, it's not your customer. You don't own exclusive rights to them. The fact that you think that you do is absurd because we'd be beholden to each broker that we did that to. So, when I hauled the freight for you, I violated that same agreement with another broker. Ironic, isn't it? You are stupid. If you see this video, you know who you are. You're out of Chicago. You're stupid. So, then I decided to inform them that they owe me 3 loads that are more than 40 days old. One of them is 64 days old. And I said, not that this matters because I don't care about your contract anyway, but you have violated the payment terms of your carrier agreement, which makes it null and void. You breached it. It's done. Matters none. And you have the nerve to send me a threat or a reminder of a portion of it that you think benefits you? Then I pointed out to them the absurdity of telling me that I cannot haul freight for the shipper even if the shipper contacts me. Now, that's just beyond ridiculously absurd. I think George Carlin made a statement. That's what's known as being stunningly and embarrassingly full of shit. I went on to explain to them that they should be happy and humble to be in the position that they're in with us doing all of the work, with me making the truck payments, and I put a list of expenses, nowhere near full. It would have taken 10 pages. But I listed the major expenses. I said, you as a broker should be happy and humble to be operating in this industry in the position that you are. But instead, you feel entitled, and you think that you own me. You think that you own the freight. You think you can tell me what I can and cannot do with my business. You are mistaken. And what else did I put in? I put a lot in that 2 pages that I sent to them. There's a Hail Mary coming here. Now, this was addressed directly from the president of that brokerage. So I put my title as the president so that we know that we're talking man to man. There's a Hail Mary coming to them. I drafted a version of that letter that I plan on sending directly to the board of directors for that corporation. And in doing so, I will be asking them if they realize that this brokerage is stripping them of their own control over their own freight and their ability to select carriers and or even other brokers as they might choose. Yep, I'm getting down and dirty. I also reached out to someone else, which I'm not going to share yet, but you guys will hear about it soon. And I drafted a version of this that I'll be sending to the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, explaining why this is so reckless and so dangerous, and once again, why these carriers need to be brought back into the legal fold and forced to follow all applicable laws And I think there was some verbiage in there requesting that they add something about solicitation contracts, back solicitation claims and clauses, because they interfere with commerce. I don't know if you guys could tell I was a little pissed. I help people fight this stuff all the time. So I guess when it hit me, I kind of went, wow, this will be fun, because I already know what to do. I just had to pull some data out of my system and word it properly. I haven't heard back from them yet. It took me an hour to respond. It's been about 5 hours. They haven't responded back. I went, wow, I'm faster than they are. Maybe that's why we're the carrier. I will keep you guys posted, but I'm telling you again, guys, you don't get bullied by these brokers. Brokers are middlemen and nothing more, and they're not even necessary middlemen. They're convenient middlemen, because they go into the shipper and they tell the shipper, I can be everything to you. You can't do that as a carrier. You just can't. There's too many different modes. So the shipper thinks they're getting a benefit of being lazy, and what they're getting is their freight stolen and exposed, handled by people that aren't even from this country. And I could go on for 5 minutes about the various ways that brokers are a liability and not even a convenience. There's certainly not a cost savings or a benefit. So guys, fight these people. Don't let me be the only one telling them to fuck off when they pull this kind of crap. All right, thank you very much for your time. If you need help, if you receive one of these threats or threatening letters from a broker and you need some help, let me know. Let me know. I'll do what I can. I'm busy as hell, but I'll do what I can to help you draft what you need to draft. Oh, and also, I will be filing this in the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Database so that they have it there to study as the months and years go by. I don't want to be a hypocrite. I told you guys to do it. I will do it too. So, carriersunited.com, AFFTRA.org. Truckers Unite Now. Past time for a change. Pick a purpose, join it, and let's do something, guys. This is our industry. Make no mistake about it. Thank you.